Well, everyone, it is Sunday, December the 10th, 2023. I'm Doug. It's time once again to play Connections on our new refresh channel. You may have noticed we had some new graphics on the channel page. We've redid the thumbnails. And, of course, we've renamed the channel. It's now Everyday Doug. So there you go. But one thing that won't change, we'll continue to be playing both Connections and Wordle, as we've been doing, at least in terms of Wordle, for 2 years now, coming up on 2 years next month. So we're going to keep going forward here. And right now, it's time to play Connections. So let's hit the play button and see what we've got today. All right. So today we have, let's move that down there. Spring, wind, leap, picnic, breeze, vault, bed, coil, spiral, mouth, twist, bound, bank, snap, cinch, and delta. Interesting. I mean, Delta is an airline, but I don't see any other airlines. Delta can also be meaning a difference. But that also, I'm not necessarily seeing that. Now, Delta can also be part of a phrase. That changes everything. So I think we'll hold off on that. Spring could also be related to coil. But that also, and maybe spiral. I don't know about that. I think I might be confusing two different categories. So spiral and coil and twist, and wind possibly. But I don't know. I think there's a lot of like odd men out and crossover kind of categories here that I've got the sense. Yeah, that's what I'm kind of thinking here. Picnic in bed, things with a blanket, perhaps. Cinch. Yeah, I'm seeing a lot of different little possibilities here. Vault could mean, jumping and leap. Vault, leap, spring. What might also go with that? Maybe bound. To jump, to bound over something, to vault, to leap, or to spring. I think that's a possibility here. So that's the first one where I've got like 4 that clearly refer to jumping. Let's go for it. Is that the category, jumping? To jump into the air. And it's the purple. Wow. Jump into the air. I feel like, I mean, if you're jumping into the air, right? It's not like you can jump down. I feel like I deserve that point. I'm curious to see if the comments if you disagree. But I mean, jump into the air is kind of like, I mean, what direction do you jump if not into the air? So I could see me maybe make the case that like they're specifically thinking like, a person bound, leap, spring, vault, almost like an athlete, at the Olympics or something. I don't know. I feel like I deserve it though. I'll just say that. So, all right, let's move along here. Again, coil, twist, spiral, wind, things that are constantly turning, to wind, to spiral, to coil, to twist. I think again we have now 4 that have the same theme, turning. Is that the category? Wrap around in a circle. It's the blue category. Oh, boy. Well, I mean, turning does wrap around in a circle eventually. I don't know. I mean, I might give myself the hat. I feel like, again, I think I'm close enough, but I could see getting the half point on that. This will be an interesting day for the comments. Really curious to see your judgment calls on this. So let's see. So with the remaining 8, looking at this, I feel like there's going to be a phrase here somewhere. Because I see words that don't, like mouth and picnic and bed and cinch and delta. Like there's not like obvious categories here, right? Necessarily. So let's see. Break the bank, bank vault. Yeah, I think bank is probably going to be part of some sort of phrase here. Bed, water bed, bed bug, bedtime. Picnic blanket. Interesting. Snap, cinch. Okay. What would make sense here? Breeze. Cool breeze. Winter breeze. Summer breeze. Summer picnic? That doesn't make sense. Interesting. Bank, delta, cinch. I feel like there's going to be at least one phrase in here. I don't think there's both phrases. A mouth, something that opens. A bank, a delta. Are we talking about land masses? Delta, bank, bodies of water, or parts of a body of water. The mouth, the delta, the bank, the bed. Parts of a river. River bank, river bed, the mouth of a river, delta. Maybe that. You know what? I think this is either parts of a river or things that. These are parts of a river. Is that the category? Just going with it. Parts of a river. There it is, and it's the yellow. Okay, I had to find that confidence there. So here we have picnic, cinch, breeze, and snap. Our final 4 words are obviously a category. So of course the quest here is to name that category. It is the second easiest one. Snap, crackle, and pop. I got it. I just realized. It's a picnic, meaning it's easy. It's a cinch. It's a breeze. It's a snap. It's easy. That's the category. Something easy to do. There you go. Well, that wasn't it. So I was wrong about the phrases. There was not a phrase today. But there it took it. I had to actually isolate those last 4 words in order to actually see it. The connection there, no pun intended. And sometimes you see that happen, right? So I think the last 2 are definitely the full point. The first 2, you could score me anywhere from 2.5 to 4, depending on how generous you feel in terms of, I didn't call it the circle part. I said going around, but, and then the jump into the air, I didn't do the air part, but that was the hardest one. So I'm very curious to see how you score me today. And of course, I'm curious to see how you did in the comments below as well. That's all the fun of it, is to talk about how we did. Well, folks, thank you so much as always for watching Connections. We'll see you tomorrow for some more Connections.